I found the poem, The Guest House. I want to share it with people. Okay, here's how I'll read it. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as our unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows. Oh, that is a good line. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Comment on any part of that really strikes you, Flint.
Oh, that you can do an entire retreat on that and just take it little by little.
I know.
My kind of little phrase about, oh, now this is suggesting what it's like to stand at the door. And like, oh, now this is what's happening. And the invitation that Rumi is saying is invite instead of judge. You're not the bouncer at the door choosing or slamming or saying, you're going, oh, and see what they're for, what they're bringing, what's there.
I love this line, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of all the furniture.
Yeah, there are times when that's just the nature of things.
And maybe they're clearing you out for some new delight.
And in those moments, there may be parts of you that go, yeah, right, I didn't need that, but that reaction that you're having is also something to investigate, not because it's wrong, because it's showing you where the vulnerability is. It's like, oh, I'm afraid of this. The idea isn't, well, let's not be afraid. No, the idea is to go deeper into the fear and see what it's telling you. It's a signal. And so to pay attention to yourself is empathic. To take care of the suffering is compassion. The ability to hang in there with it shows that you have some balance and equanimity. Doing the whole thing is being kind. Even when you're all stirred up, all that stuff is there.
And then there's something about being ready. I mean, if you have that attitude, the guest house attitude, that's what I call it. Chuck, I say to myself, my husband all the time, Chuck, we need the guest house attitude about this. Somehow when you're ready like that, you can see the genius in others that you so needed to see. And without that attitude, you're missing it.
No, and another way of saying it is the famous line from Suzuki Roshi, the Zen teacher, in his book, Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind, where he said, in beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the mind of the expert, there are few. It's like, come back to beginner's mind. Readiness doesn't mean gear up. Readiness means clear out so that you can notice. I was going to give a talk at a very large corporate setting a couple of years ago, and the person who was with me was sort of backstage, waiting with me, and I was kind of just walking a little bit, and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm clearing out my mind." And he said, "Well," and this was a large luncheon meeting where people were coming in. He said, "Well, why are you doing that? How do you know what you're going to say?" And I said, "I don't." He's like, "What?" I said, I won't know what to say until I go inside and meet the people. Otherwise, I'm just like going on some script or something. It's like coming here today with you. I don't like write down notes or anything. Then I'd try to remember that or think about it, and I would not meet you, and I wouldn't listen to your questions because I try to be presenting something. You have to clear out, go back to beginner's mind, so that then you can respond. He says, in the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert mind, there are few.
I love that. What if we thought about that? Instead of gearing up, we cleared out. That's a
different
great
thing.
sense.
And it's part of what Rumi is suggesting.
Yeah.
Like stand at the door, but not with all your ideas. Stand at the door with curiosity. Remember last time I said curiosity is the universal solvent. use that as like, oh, well, let's see. It doesn't mean being foolish. Discernment's required, but you're not going to have clear discernment unless you pay attention. You're going to be going off of ideas inside all the time.